Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel, Drop the T. You see the title? Love and Marriage Huntsville, Melanie on What You Own, Martell. So let's get right into it. We all know that Melanie has responded to Martell claims that she is kissing the security guard, Jason, that she's laying on the couch with Jason, that Jason, which is a security guard, is teaching the kids how to drive on the public highway. Also, Miss Van is also teaching the kids how to drive on the public highway and it's endangering their safety. So Melanie responded. Melanie said, if I was kissing Jason or if I was cuddled up on the couch with Jason, prove it. Prove it. And there's only going to be one way that Martell can prove it. Either he has something in her house, or either he done tapped into her cameras in her house. And allegedly, Ralph Pittman, which is Juicadora's husband on Real Housewives of Atlanta, he is a IT tech guy. Not saying he did anything. I'm just saying allegedly, and in my very own opinion, he could have helped Martell. Because you remember Mel had cameras put all around her house and in her house to protect her from Martell. And that's why she has 2 to 3 security guards 24 hours of the day around the clock. So if Martell is saying that Melody was cuddled up on the couch with Jason, he is saying that the kids, one of the kids allegedly saw her kissing him in the middle of the night. Prove it. How's Martell going to prove it? The only way he can prove it is if they have the child that said that she was kissing Jason testified, which that's not going to happen because they were told not to question the kids, and Martell knows this. Or B, there's some type of camera in the house that he did tapped into and he has saw this and he has proof because he doesn't have any proof attached to the court paperwork. And Melody stated that in her response to him. You said that Jason, Melody, and Miss Van have the kids driving on the public highway. Melanie says, prove it. How are you going to prove it, Martell? Were you out there? Did somebody take a picture? How are you going to prove that Melanie had these kids on the highway? On the public road. Are you going to have the kids testify? No, because that's not going to happen because you were told not to question the kids. So I'm sure the kids just did not go up to you and say, "Oh, Dad, we were driving on the public, road. Jason was teaching us how to drive. My grandma was teaching us how to drive, or Mom." I'm sure that didn't happen. You brought that up or you questioned them and you were told not to do that. So that's a violation. Okay. And then you also said that you want the first right of refusal because Miss Van had the kids. Martell, there are such things as grandparents' rights. The grandparents have a right to visit with their grandkids. And it's not interfering with your time. This is on Melanie times. So what is the problem? What is the right of refusal if the kids are spending the night or spending time with their grandmother? Don't they spend time with your mama? So I don't understand what the problem is with this. You being petty, you nitpicking, you starting stuff. That's why Melanie said you are the you with the chaos. That's why you and her cannot get in a good place because you always doing something. And this is what she means by you always doing something. So Miss Van can take you to court for grandparents' rights. And it was Grandparents' Day. I know your mama probably don't celebrate anything like that, but that's on your mama. Miss Van enjoys her grandkids. So if you want to get technical about it, she can really take you to court for grandparents' rights. And it's a such thing as that because my mama did it to my brother's girlfriend about my niece. So there's a such thing as that. Okay? So quit with the pettiness. You do not want peace between me and you and Melody. You want chaos all the time. So that's why y'all cannot be in a good place and co-parent because you always starting stuff. And if you have anything that you can prove, where did you get it from? You got some type of bug in her house or something? Have you tapped into her cameras? And the only person that we know that can do that, allegedly, and in my very own opinion, for entertainment purposes only, is Ralph. Because he's an IT guy. And I know Ralph wouldn't do anything like that. But I'm just saying. You want to bring him into this and get him caught up? Your friend? But see, this is the thing with you. You get friends that you can use to your advantage, that you can use for stuff. And you knew Ralph was an IT guy, and you wanted Ralph allegedly probably to do some things. Just allegedly, in my opinion. I ain't say he did it or anything like that. But I'm saying you get people that you can use to your advantage. Just allegedly, in my very own opinion. Then also, you're saying that Jason, which is her 24-hour security, is traveling with them. What are you trying to say? You don't want Jason traveling with them because you can't travel? That's her security. If you're saying that she's having some type of relationship with him, prove it. But we know you can't do that because you don't want Jason with Melanie, but you can try to get close to her and do something to her, in my very own opinion. So prove all these accusations that you're making towards Melanie, that she's sleeping with the security guard. She got the kids in danger by driving on the public highway. Prove these accusations that you're making. If you say the kids are failing in school, prove it. If you're saying that the kids are missing their sports activity, prove it. Are you paying for them? So if you're not paying for nothing, you need not to say nothing, sir. And see, this is where women go wrong at. When you get the chance to go for the gusto, they don't go for it. They try to show grace because of their kids. And see, a person like you can't show grace to because you take things and run with it when somebody is trying to give you grace. So now that you want to keep on poking a bear, now I'm going to go full circle on you. Where you're not paying for the kids' school. You're not paying for their sports. You're not buying school clothes. And Melanie tries to give you grace. She's even sending food over there for you, for her kids when you have them. So if you cannot feed your kids, and then when it's your week to get them, Melanie should have full custody and you get them when you can. So Melody needs to tell the court that you're not getting your kids on your scheduled time. Since you can't seem to set out, since you keep running around here want to wreak havoc, so that's what it's going to be from now on. If you don't pay half of the school tuition for the kids, I'm taking you to court. If you don't get the kids when you're supposed to, I'm taking them to court. Not that she doesn't want the kids, but you want to be petty, so we're going to be petty. You ain't buy no school clothes? I'm taking you to court for that. So since you want to keep on running around here, following these false allegations, allegedly, in my very own opinion, and you finding these low budget lawyers to do your bidding for you, okay, the game on. Okay? So that's why we can't co-parent together, because you always wreaking havoc. And why do you wreak havoc all the time? Because you're jealous. Because you can't live the lifestyle that you lived when you was with Melody. That's why you wreak havoc. And Coleslaw is putting a bug in your ear as well, because her son cannot enjoy the fruits of Melody labor as well. Your other son cannot have the same things as your other kids. So what do? Since your other son can't have the fruits of Melanie labor, you don't want your other kids to enjoy anything. You don't want your other kids to be a part of anything. And you know that if Melanie get a chance to let those kids shine, they're gonna kill it. You know it. Take a be great for a nice suit line for young man because he can wear a suit. He looks very nice in a suit. Or she can come out with his own skincare for young men or men, and he could be the face of it. But you already know if Melanie just get the goal where she can have her kids on TV and she can make have them going around here doing like modeling and everything, you already know what's gonna happen. They're going to support it. And Coleslaw gonna be mad because ain't nobody supporting her son. The side baby. That's why you don't want your other kids to be able to be on TV, to be able to be on social media and TikTok, because you already know what'll happen. You already know what's going to happen. They fan base will be off the chain, and you know it. So that's why you don't want your kids on TV or doing anything that got to do with business because of your other child. But that's not their fault that you went up here and had another side baby. You should be ashamed of yourself that you making your kids not be able where they can earn income, where they can flourish. You should be ashamed of yourself. It's not their fault that you went somewhere and had a side baby. And you jealous of your kids and you jealous of Melanie because you thought Melanie was going to fail. And your little pea brain, I can't believe you thought that Melanie was going to fail because y'all wasn't together. You really thought that you was making things happen, sir. You really thought that. I will be so glad when the court give Melanie full custody of those kids and say those kids can be back on TV. And Melanie gonna really stick it to you. You in Coleslaw. And she don't want to run around here putting that battery in your back, having you go down here and file all these things on Melanie. That's just my opinion. And for entertainment purposes only. She putting the battery in your back because she mad because her child cannot enjoy the fruits of the other kids. That's what this is about. But Coleslaw, Martell, you got your 20. What you thought was a 20. Was she too big to be hanging off the ceiling now? Jumping off the dressers? Because she's running around here calling everybody else linebackers. Well, she can't jump off the ceilings and everything. What's the problem? And you see Melanie all trimmed and, she work out and everything, and you want that old thing back? It ain't happening, sir. And another thing, but I'm going to make a video about this other one here. I think I'm in deja vu or something like that because I can't believe Melanie dated nobody like you. You don't even look like Melanie type. But I'm going to make a video about that. Yeah, so you guys drop it in the chat. What do you think about Melanie responding to the allegations that Martell made? Because how is he going to prove that these things happen? Because they were told not to question the kids. Where is he going to get any proof at? Because he already got a restraining order. So if he bring up some proof, you're stalking her now, that's against your probation. So drop it in the chat if you think Martell got some proof or he can back up what he's saying. And remember, everything I say in my video is alleged and for entertainment purposes only and in my very own opinion. And also follow me on my other platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Drop the T. And again, I very much appreciate you guys for coming back to my channel. Until next time, be safe and watch your surroundings.